Hey you cunts, welcome back to the kitchen. This week I'm making you a recipe that is cheap and easy, not unlike your willingness to have sex for money. This one's for people who are trying to watch their carbohydrate intake, or if you're like me and grains don't really agree with your body. Also, you can make this for somebody who really likes rice. You can watch the look of disappointment on their face. I know some of you are going to be disappointed that I'm making cauliflower fried rice, low carb anything. I know I get a lot of shit from you guys about that, but fuck you. I'm making what I want. Also, I have a regular fried rice video in my cooking videos playlist. I'll include it up there or down. I don't know how YouTube works anymore. You want to start out with some riced cauliflower. I get it in these big giant bags at Costco. Do not buy the little like Green Giant brand ones at the store. They're bullshit. They've got a bunch of shit in them. This is just literally chopped up cauliflower that's in a freezer. That's all it is. You just gotta, kind of break it up a little bit. So, just kind of show it who's boss. Just make it cry a little. Just like that, The violence in the kitchen, that's what you need. I'm telling you guys, the kitchen is not for women. They're not even allowed in here. Next thing on our list is some peas. You can literally put whatever you want in here, whatever you like in fried rice. It's literally the same. I don't know why I keep saying literally, but there you go. Literally, that's what you literally do. But really, I like to just keep it simple, stupid, Peas, rice cauliflower, and make sure to grab an egg. Oh, and meet me over here at the stove. Okay, here's our pan. If you're using cast iron like me, make sure to have like a fucking one of these around because you're gonna be handling the pan. Piping hot, we want it real hot. I try not to cook higher than like medium high on this thing because it just gets a little bit too hot for cooking. Be patient, let it heat all the way up. And what we're gonna do is just fucking boom, throw it on there. And we're looking at first not to fry it yet. We're getting the water completely out of it. There's a lot of water in this frozen cauliflower shit. Okay, so that's good and hot. Just to be safe, what I'm gonna do is just kind of give it a little bit of cooking spray just to kind of help it introduce itself into the pan here. And then boom. Don't be shy, just pour it right in. Give yourself a good amount. It's probably good enough. Don't worry about if it's bunched up like this. It'll break up. Spread it out. I'm a bear, so I don't use utensils or anything. We don't worry about that. So basically, yeah, just gonna let it do its thing, get the water completely out of it. It is frozen, so it is gonna naturally cool the pan down a little bit and then bring the heat back up. So I usually just let it sit for a little bit and let it heat the cauliflower up. So just kind of let it chill for a little while. Okay, so it's starting to darken in color, so boom, I can just kind of break those lumps up and then we can start stirring it up a bit. Already starting to brown on the bottom. So it's kind of counterintuitive. I'm gonna add oil in a little bit. Usually the way people make cauliflower rice is they kind of, I don't know, they add water to it, and for me it's like really soggy and shit, and I don't like that. So I'm gonna fucking do this, and I don't know, for me it gives you a nice, I mean it's a lot like fried rice. If it's a great alternative. So I'll show you. I'll shut up. Thing that I run into a lot with this cauliflower fried rice, or cauliflower rice in general, is I don't cook it long enough sometimes, so it's like all crunchy. So you got to make sure that you cook it long enough. Gets it nice and softened up and everything. It actually might be time to add oil. There wasn't as much water in this as I thought there was going to be. It's pretty dry on the bottom. That's kind of, I guess, why it helps to have a piping hot pan when you're cooking pretty much anything, actually. What is he even saying? Okay, here we go. Adding some oil. It's intuitive to use regular oil, like canola oil, but I'm trying to not use that shit because it's so bad for you. So I'm using a little bit of olive oil, extra virgin, of course, just like me. You can add these pretty much whenever, but it's probably a good idea to put them in early on so they get nice and cooked all the way through, and then just fucking boom, stir them in. Starting to look like fried rice now, huh? Got to make sure that those peas get well heated all the way through. There you go, it's soaking up the oil, which is probably a good thing. So I'm adding a little bit more oil. I like nice and greasy fried rice, so here we go. You can add whatever you want. At this point, it would be probably good. You can add like meat or whatever. Maddie, hey, shut up! Good child over there screaming. At this point, it might be a good idea to cover it a little bit just to kind of steam it up. You could bring the heat down, but I'm gonna leave the heat where it is. It's at medium high. I'm just gonna let it sit for like a minute or two just to like make sure that it gets nice and, you know, steamed, and I just want to make sure that it's all nice and soft and everything. Okay, we're back with the power of editing. You see how much steam was coming off of that? That's good. You know, we're getting browned on the bottom here, which is, I like that. Okay, so if you've seen the other fried rice video, you know what comes next, okay? Pushing it all over to the side. Doesn't matter if the bottom gets brown a little bit. I mean, I like it a little crispy anyway. So I brought the heat down just a fucking cunt hair. And what I'm doing right now is actually, I'm gonna grab some chopsticks. You can use whatever you want, but I'm using just one chopstick because I don't have two. Typical white guy, right? Here we go. I'm putting a little bit of oil in the side. Okay. Hey. Stay. And then, like I was saying, we are handling the pan a little bit. Okay. So I'm just gonna, boom, crack an egg in there with one hand because I'm a fucking pro. And then, yeah, I'm just like those fucking Instagram videos you see of those Asian dudes making the scrambled eggs with chopsticks. I'm gonna do that, just look real pro. Do that enough, you get your dick sucked. Like, that's just part of the game, you know? Okay, finishing it off with my spatula. Making me some Monnier with my spatula, all right? Boom. You can add more eggs if you want, but this will work good for me. See, it only takes like 20 seconds. It's real quick. And then we'll incorporate it back in. Boom. How fucking sexy that is, dude. I want to suck my own dick after this. And of course, you know, you thought that I was done, you know, it looks good, right? But the thing that makes fried rice what it is that kind of sauce, whatever sauce you want to use. I'm using this hoisin, but I got at this Asian market where I just stand out like a sore thumb as a white guy. So here we go. I'm just gonna add a little bit of this. Stir it in. You can add that before or after you put the eggs in, doesn't really matter. And that's what gives the rice that kind of brown color that we all know and love at the Chinese restaurant over there, you know? If you want to be a real fancy cunt, you use one of these cool bowls. There you go, baby. Heat's off, ready to party by myself. Look at that, man. Look at that. There you go. Boom. Basically, you're done. What I like to do is put a bunch of steak, you know, like that hoisin sauce steak video I made a while back. Have a layer of that on top of this with some sriracha. You're gonna get laid, my friend. I'm just telling you right now, so be prepared for that. They're gonna come out of nowhere. The women are just gonna, you're not gonna know even where they came from. They're just gonna be on your dick, man. So anyway, there you go, you cunts. Right there, boom. Is that the thumbnail? No, wait, hold up. Let me get that thumbnail. It's kind of a shitty thumbnail, isn't it? Whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna go stuff my face like a fat fucking American that I am. Thank you all for watching. Welcome to all the new subs. We've had a surge in subs recently, so take a seat, you know, relax. I post videos much as I can. We got weekly podcasts that don't happen sometimes, even though I say they're gonna happen. Hope you guys are staying safe, healthy, and all that good shit. Have a great fucking day. Keep your bitches out of the kitchen, and I'll see you in the next one.